Welcome to Spiritual Journeys. Today's episode will be about Anuradha Koirala. Anuradha Koirala. Anuradha Koirala is known as Duju, which means elder sister. She was born on April 14th, 1949 to Lakshmi Devi Gurung and Colonel Pratap Singh Gurung in Nepal. Anuradha was inspired by her parents, who considered humanitarian services to be the best form of holy work. This was further strengthened while studying at St. Joseph Convent School in Kalimpong, India, where she was surrounded by nuns and Mother Teresa. Children, girls, and women were being trafficked within and from Nepal for commercial sexual exploitation. Victims of Nepal earthquake were being used for human trafficking to India. Nepal is one of the busiest routes in the world for human trafficking. The number of women trafficked annually can range from 5,000 to 10,000. Every morning, Anuradha would walk past the Pashupatinath temple, for the pronunciation. She met women who were begging on the street and started talking to them. All of them had been victims of some violence or sexual abuse. Anuradha had been abused for years by her husband. Because of this, she suffered 3 miscarriages and finally divorced. She founded Nepal in 1993 to provide services for children and women who endured untold pain and suffering. Nepal now has 3 prevention homes, 11 transit homes, 2 hospice, and a formal school, which helps more than 1,000 children every day. Koirala began educating women about gender-based violence. She gave 8 women 1,000 rupees each to start small street shops. With some of their profit given back to her, she helped other women. Anuradha and other teachers, journalists, and social workers opened the Rene'e, which means mother home, Nepal, in 1993 to help girls and women victims of child labor, violence, and sex crime. Nepal helps local law enforcement with rescue operations, which has served over 18,000 girls. They also assist in the prosecution of over 700 traffickers. Girls who had been saved from trafficking serve as border guards and save about 4 girls per day at the India and Nepal border. They go out to the villages and run awareness campaigns to educate women and girls about the tricks used by traffickers. These well-dressed, friendly men promise a great job in the city, but then sell them as prostitutes or unpaid maids. Nepal has also prevented over 45,000 women and children from being trafficked at India's and Nepal's border, despite facing constant threats to their lives by the human trafficking criminals. Anuradha was appointed as Assistant State Minister of Women, Children, and Social Welfare as an honor to her contributions, and was appointed as the first woman governor of Province Number 3 on January 17, 2018 by the government of Nepal. The government of Nepal also dedicated September 5th as an anti-trafficking day, recognizing the efforts of Anuradha. She is currently appointed as the first woman governor of Province Number 3 by the government of Nepal. Anuradha was awarded at least 38 national and international awards in recognition of her courageous acts and achievements pertaining to children's and women's rights. Just imagine what would happen if your daughter was standing there. And if your daughter was there, what would you do? How would you fight? So you have to join hands. You have to take each child as your daughter. And these are quotes by Anuradha. Another one is, when I see their pain, their mental pain as well as physical pain, it is so troubling that I cannot turn myself away. This gives me strength to fight and root this crime out. These are poor regions with high illiteracy rates. If a relative or friend turns up offering someone a job, it is often the girl's parents themselves who encourage them to go, without realizing what is really happening. It is the perfect breeding ground for traffickers. Now, if you wish to donate to her cause, you can visit the following link. It is Maitinepal, MAITINEPAL.org.